What's up, Art Smarts all over the Philippines? I am Sir Raffy, and thank you for still watching DepEd TV. All the way from the land of sweet surprises, welcome to Negros, Occidental. Are you ready to get your hearts racing? I'm sure you are, so stay tuned and be ready with your paper, pen, and self-learning module as we take the astonishing journey here on Art Smart. Last week, we had a great time discovering the distinct characteristics, elements, and principles of art in the different periods. Well, the tour doesn't stop there, because today is another brand new opportunity for a new art amazing trip as we rediscover ancient, classical, and medieval art traditions and representative artworks and artists from various art periods. Before we go, let's see what our artsy BFF has prepared for you.
Hello there! I have invited an Art Smart to share her reaction about our last episode.
Hello fellow Art Smarts! Last week, I really enjoyed our tour. And I was amazed by the wonders that the different eras of art has brought to the world. And I challenge you to keep on learning. Let's make the most of this art amazing time. See you around, Art Smarts!
Good to hear that from you, Cami Rose. Sir Raffy, back to you.
Our trip today will focus on the three categories of Western classical art traditions: painting, sculpture, and architecture, hidden in these three treasure chests.
A painting is a two-dimensional visual image created by an artist applying colored pigments or paint as a medium using a brush.
Sculpture, on the other hand, may be two- or three-dimensional visual images that are made through any of the four basic processes: carving, modeling, casting, and constructing or assemblage.
Architecture is the art and science of designing buildings and structures related to environmental formation that provides people with shelter to live in, work in, play in, and store in.
At the end of the tour, you need to pass the Smart Up task that RTB will give you to unlock two symbols in our medallion. This medallion will serve as your key to the art-amazing world of Western classical art traditions. As we go along, you will have to unlock three treasure chests that will reveal marvelous wonders from the past. Since you are now time travel ready, let the astonishing journey begin. Can you see the first treasure chest? Great! But in order for us to open it, we need a key. And to get the key, you will need to ace this task. Among the three artworks, which one is different? You got it! Now, can you tell what kind of artwork is this? You're right, this is a painting. Now, you can open the treasure chest.
This is the cave of Lascaux during the prehistoric era, discovered by Marcel Ravidat in Montignac, France on September 12, 1940.
Take a look at this one. This is the sarcophagus of Tutankhamun discovered by Howard Carter in November 4, 1922 in the Valley of the King, Egypt.
In the walls of King Tutankhamun's tomb were paintings of his life and the scenes he expected to encounter in the underworld.
The Greek produced the Judgment of Paris in 575 to 550 BC. It was painted on an amphora, a black figure pottery from Attica which displayed the veneration of gods and heroes. Bits of panel in 540 to 530 BC was discovered during the 1930s in a cave near the village of Pizza.
The Tomb of the Diver, built in 470 BC and discovered by Italian archaeologist Mario Napoli on June 3, 1968 in Campania, southern Italy, is a grave made of 5 local limestone slabs forming the 4 lateral walls and the roof and slabs carefully bonded with plaster.
Now, let's have a glimpse of the Roman artistry. Head of Alexander, created in 100 BC, illustrates a battle in which Alexander charges the Persian king Darius in the Battle of Issus. Bursu Tricase Pompey is an example of a fresco landscape painting believed to depict a ceremonial rite, either a marriage or the initiation of a woman in a mystery cult. The Byzantine Empress Theodora in the Basilica of San Vitale, Italy, is a mosaic of an Asian queen with dark eyes and hair with a fierce expression.
The Romanesque's Christ in Majesty by an artist named Master Tall in Barcelona is a Spanish fresco transferred into a canvas in which Christ is depicted in a full frontal view with the Gospels on his left and his right hand blessing the viewers and surrounded by mandorla or the almond-shaped frame.
And for the Gothic style, we have the Lady and the Unicorn tapestry from 1506 and 1513. It is a series of 6 tapestries created in the style of Thousand Flowers, often considered as one of the greatest works of art of the Middle Ages in Europe. The Shepherd David from the 13th century is a Gothic manuscript illustration which shows some realistic detail and naive naturalism. These paintings convey ideas of the tradition and culture of the artists. They are capable of transmitting their message from one generation to another. Can you see the second treasure chest? Fantastic! But in order for us to open it, we need a key. And to get the key, you will need to get the correct answer in this task. Among the 3 artworks, which one is different? You got it! Now, can you tell what kind of artwork is this? You're right! This is a sculpture. Now, let us open the second treasure chest.
Venus of Willendorf was found on August 7, 1908 by a workman named Josef Zombathy in Willendorf, Lower Austria, and was carved from oolitic limestone, showing heavy breasts and a large abdomen, which was believed to be a charm to ensure fertility.
Venus of Brasimpui, on the other hand, was discovered in a cave at Brasimpui, France in 1892. A sculpture carved from a mammoth piece of ivory is a lady with a hood which shows a human face and hairstyle.
This most copied work of ancient Egypt, the Queen Nefertiti bust, was created in 1345 BC by Thutmose in ancient Egypt and discovered in Amarna on December 6, 1912 by the German Oriental Society.
This is a statue of Pharaoh Menkora and his queen, discovered by George Reisner on January 18, 1910, carved in a smooth-grained dark stone called grey whack or schist that created a sense of eternity and immortality.
This Greek sculpture, the Discobolus of 460 to 450 BC by Myron of Eleutherae, depicts a youthful ancient Greek athlete throwing a discus. The original sculpture was made of bronze but was lost.
The sarcophagus from Sivitiri from the late 6th century BC is made of terracotta, showing a husband and a wife reclining comfortably as if they were on a couch.
Consisting of 5 ivory plaques that fit together, Barberini diptych at Louvre Museum represents the Emperor Justinian I as a triumphant victor.
Last Judgment was carved by Gislibertus before 1135 in Cathedral of Saint Lazare in Autun, France in Romanesque style. The artists of these sculptures surely poured out their hearts into their work, inspiring them to produce such marvels. So if you plan to make a sculpture, do it with a whole lot of passion. I think you can see the third treasure chest. But then again, in order for us to open it, we need a key. And to get the key, you will need to get this task done perfectly. Among the 3 artworks, which one is different? You got it! Now, can you tell what kind of artwork is this? You're right! An architecture!
Here are the architectural works from the prehistoric era. The menhir is a huge stone standing vertically on the ground, usually standing in the middle of the field or arranged in rows.
While dolmens are stone tables consisting of 2 huge standing stones supporting a horizontal giant stone which served as a grave or as an altar.
This is the cromlech. It is a circle of standing stones considered as a temple where rituals were held.
Behold, as we visit these structures that have stood the test of time. You're right! I'm talking about Egyptian architecture. Egyptian temples served as places of residence of the gods and key centers of economic activity and official worship of the god. The mastaba is an Egyptian tomb in the form of a flat-roofed, rectangular structure with outward sloping sides made of mud bricks or stones and marked as burial sites of many eminent Egyptians.
The Parthenon, which was constructed in 447 BC and completed in 432 BC in Athens, Greece, by the architects Ictinos and Callicrates, along with a sculpture named Phidias, is the greatest classical temple dedicated to the goddess Athena.
Rome's Colosseum from 70 to 82 AD is an oval amphitheater built from travertine limestone, tuff or volcanic rock, and brick-faced concrete used for gladiatorial contests and public spectacles.
The Byzantine period's Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, Turkey was designed by Isidore of Miletus and Anthemius of Tralles in 537 BC.
The Gothic era's Cathedral of Chartres, or Notre Dame Cathedral, is the first high Gothic cathedral with thousands of sculpted figures and splendid stained glass windows. These architectural structures have lasted for a long time because of their strong foundation. In these trying times, may we be as strong and grounded as these structures, so our stories will be heard by the future generation. These masterpieces are powerful tools that reflect culture and tradition. Before we go back to the present, RTB is here again to challenge what you know.
Hello, Art Smarts! It was an artful visit from the past. Let's play Pick That Style or Era. I challenge you to identify the periods that these photos represent. Now it's time to smart up. You have 5 seconds for each item. Picture number 1. Venus of Willendorf. This sculpture was created during the prehistoric era. Picture number 2. The Colosseum. This was constructed during the Roman era. Picture number 3. Judgment of Paris. The Greek era. Congratulations, Art Smarts! You successfully unlocked 2 symbols in our medallion. I am so proud of you. Sir Raffy, back to you.
It was a jam-packed trip, right? I hope you took selfies while we were on tour. Share it on Facebook and use the hashtag ArtSmart and get the chance to be featured in our next episode. That's it for our art-astonishing journey today. This has been Sir Raffy. Let's keep on creating art. Be ArtSmart.